welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you today?
Good.
Nice day today if it's rain that you like. The forecast calls for showers and thunderstorms today, possibly even some severe weather after 11. And Consumers Energy continues to restore power from yesterday's storm, mostly affecting western Michigan. They have got 100,000 people back on.
That's great.
Yeah, so way to go, Consumers.
It's great. I did not lose power yesterday, which was a very good day. Let's look outside, see what it looks like right now this morning.
Hazy.
Hazy, a little hazy. No pun intended, right?
Winds in excess of 70 miles an hour over in Muskegon and Grand Rapids. Here in Jackson, we had a top wind speed of 33 miles an hour, and we got about 7/10 of an inch of rain. Wow.
You know what's interesting is we've had this heat, but all the grass is still green because of all the rain, so that's been nice. But yeah, you think about it, all the yards are still green, whether you have a sprinkler system or not.
I don't have a yard.
You don't have a yard, so we should probably not talk about it. I got stung by a bee last night. I hadn't been. When's the last time you've been stung by a bee?
Seems like you had a bee sting problem last week.
My dog was stung by a bee last week, and I was stung by a bee, and we think it's from the same nest.
I would bet.
Yeah, so we're working on getting that, what do you say, remediated? Is that the word?
Bee remediation.
Remediation. So, yes, I was stung right here, right in the wrist.
Do you have an EpiPen?
I don't. I'm not allergic to that type of bee, but thank you very much. We have a big day today.
How's that?
Today is the day before the presidential. Today is your birthday.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yay.
That's great.
Happy birthday, Bart.
Don't eat raw dough.
Wow, you love your birthday.
What?
What? You love your birthday, right?
I do. No, I don't. People, I get.
I like my birthday.
My sister sent me a card, and it said, 1 minute you're young and fun, the next you're turning down the car stereo to see better.
Oh.
And that's true. Do you do that?
I've always done that. Yeah. I've always
turned down the radio. I can't see.
Yeah.
Where's the exit? Turn down the radio.
I still do that. Let me see the card. I'm always interested to see what people pay for cards nowadays because their traditional Hallmark cards are upwards of $11.
Yeah.
This is from this is from something I've never heard of. It's from central23.com, and it's made from responsible sources. So I'm assuming this was a $couple card.
Well, it came from maybe a box.
A subscription or something like that. Yeah. Yep.
Well, thank you, Becky and Ted. Appreciate that.
Interesting observation from me the other night. Monday, we went to Ann Arbor, went out to eat downtown, sat outside, and I remember how we used to do that all the time before we had restaurants in Jackson that offered the same thing, and now we do, so that's why we don't go as much. So if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, and Jackson has one of the Wine Spectator's top restaurants in the state of Michigan. And that is Veritas. Congratulations to Veritas, making the top 40 in the state of Michigan.
Yep. As you know, I had a garage sale. Right now I have some landscaping being done by Greener Solutions Lawn and Landscaping.
Oh, yeah, you sent me a picture last night.
One of our fine sponsors. And he is really making my yard look like I care about it. So I'm very happy with that.
Have you asked him to take care of the bee problem?
We're going to get to that today. I was actually going to warn Andy about the bee problem.
You haven't done that yet?
Well, I wasn't aware there was a bee problem until last night, but yeah, he's working about 10 feet from this bee colony. So
your brother has a bee problem too.
He does.
Or hornet or wasp.
Weeds in his yard. Weed problem. Yeah, overgrown grass.
No, it's actually, they have bees too.
I'm sure they do have bees.
Hornets.
Yep, they do. It's time now for our I've Been Framed photo of the week, and this is a great one. great photo from Amy and her team at I've Been Framed. Bart, where was this one from?
This is a picture Matthew Brady took back in 1865. No, it's actually a picture from the Young People of Purpose garden where they did a ceremony honoring African American members of the Civil War fighters from Jackson.
Yeah, it was a very, very cool day.
Yeah.
Very cool. So thank you to Amy and her team at I've Been Framed. It's amazing what a great framing and matting can do to one of your 8x10 photos.
And Maddie took that picture.
Maddie View. Thanks to one of our wonderful photographers, Maddie View.
Today we have Farmers Market in Grass Lake, Cascades Family Night, and it's Disney Night tonight. And Karen Kidder and the Alibi Band will be playing, so that should be a lot of fun. They also have The Little Mermaid at the Michigan Theater, and the Summer Safety Series the City of Jackson Police and Fire Services are doing. Today lands at Lions Park on Blackstone Street from noon to 2. Free food and fun.
Next week, the fireworks at Cascades will be on July 3rd. Should be a great show. Fireworks will begin at dusk and live music by The New Rule.
Here's something cool tonight that they're doing at the Ogma Beer Garden.
What's that?
From 7 till 9. It's a silent disco.
Oh, yes, I heard about this.
Everybody gets headphones and they get different music and they're dancing outside to music. You can't hear anything if you're a passerby.
It'd be fun to watch.
Yeah. So
That'd be
people
a
are
lot
just
of fun.
dancing like crazy to we don't know what.
Should be a good time. I've seen some of those before. They're very fun to watch. Should be cool. Modern Builders Supply has an event coming up on June 28th that you're invited to. It is their kitchen and bath showroom grand opening celebration.
I've always wanted to go in there.
Well, now you get a chance to go in. Visit the new showroom, enjoy lunch, giveaways, and a chance to win exciting prizes. That is coming up this Friday, 11 to 2. And check it out.
Here's something that might be framed by I've Been Framed, a picture of a sign that went up on the interstate in Pennsylvania. Can you see what might be wrong with this sign?
Wow, it's spelled wrong.
Yes, it's Senrital Phila Chester.
It's weird that those get all the way up there.
Yeah, well, they were in a hurry to put them up. It was the, remember when the interstate collapsed and they fixed it in a week?
Oh, from the fire, yeah.
Yeah.
The truck that lit.
Yeah, so they had to put new signs up because they burned up too, but it's been fixed. The sign is down. Someone will want to buy that.
I would think someone would want to buy that.
You mentioned the debate.
I can't stop thinking about it. 9 o'clock tomorrow night.
60% of Americans plan on watching the debate tomorrow.
That's more than vote.
Yeah. That's
I
more
mean,
than
so
way more
so
than vote.
that's great, I guess, for CNN.
They should give everyone a device, and vote then.
Oh, like at America's Funniest Home
Like
Videos?
America's Funniest Home Videos.
That'd be a great idea. I wonder how many people change their vote like during the debate and
They
then
do.
just end up not voting at all.
I think on those devices you can change your vote in real time. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it will be
It won't
not
be-
interesting. It will be funny as hell.
It's entertainment,
It
and
will be.
it'll be
I'm not making fun of our older population. I want you to know that.
No, you can't.
I'm
One of them.
not. That's elder abuse. I'm just watching for the entertainment.
It'll be entertaining, and on every network.
No notes? I mean, how are they going to do it without notes? They're not allowed to have notes.
No,
Yeah.
I know there's a lot
You
of
don't
rules.
believe me.
How much water can they have?
1 cup.
Because
1 cup of water.
those, when you drink a lot of water, it's 90
I don't think
minutes.
either of them will drink water because it could just spill right down their face. It's time for Love Living in Jackson.
They've both got to be so nervous right now.
Oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think Donald Trump's nervous at all. I think he's excited about it. Time for Love Living Jackson, presented by Heather Herndon and the Herndon team at Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. And today we're highlighting All Skate Fun Center. Indoor fun for everyone at Allskate. Skating, laser tag, arcade games, and great food. Visit allskate.net for a list of fun summer events. They have a lot of STEM activities going on this summer for the kids as well.
Michael Phelps testified in Congress yesterday.
Oh, did he?
The World Doping Agency is a farce because the Chinese, they can do drugs and still compete.
That's what they told
And
me.
now the NCAA says athletes can do drugs and compete. They've taken marijuana off the list of banned substances. And they say it turns out that marijuana, cannabis products do not provide a competitive advantage.
Well, there you go.
It's like,
Okay, you can drink
No,
and
they-
you can smoke, but
they'll slow the game down.
no testosterone, that's for sure. I had a chance to visit the Henry Ford Hospice Home, and great new additions thanks to Eaton and some of their teams. So let's check it out. I have a chance to talk to the folks at the hospice home. We're here at the hospice home in Jackson, Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, and I'm here with Garrett Dowell, who is a volunteer and employee at Eaton. And I know this place is very special to you. Tell me a little bit about kind of what's going on today. You've helped lead this project up.
Well, I started volunteering here about a year ago.
Okay.
It actually started through a kind of a challenge through church. I go to a Radiant Church here in town, and they said, can you do something for the community? And I had done this before, like 12 years ago, been involved with hospice. So I decided to come back out here, and once you start, you just love doing it,
Yeah.
being a volunteer. So.
You've had a team of volunteers that have kind of worked through this grant process and helped to provide some of these new wonderful family rooms. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's a Eaton Community Involvement Team, and there's, I would guess, 11, 12 people involved. People from the floor, people from the lab, HR people. And we're responsible for what they call picking organizations for the corporate funding, which is the larger grants here in town. And I brought up the hospice, and we pursued that, and we're able to get them some funds. So
Yeah, we're excited to see the new rooms today. Tell me a little bit about volunteering here and kind of what that does for you, and just a little bit about volunteering here at the hospice home.
Well, I remember when I first volunteered like 13 years ago, it just gets in your blood. You're helping people. You really got to be very empathetic, very caring, and you're walking alongside people in their toughest times sometimes. You got to be willing to do that. I enjoy that, and I will tell you, the staff and the volunteers here, the greatest. They're the greatest. They care for, the clients that are here, and they're very courteous. So I enjoy what I do. I like to either work the front desk or get into the rooms when I'm allowed and hear the stories that these folks have.
It's a beautiful facility.
Oh.
It must be a nice place to volunteer. It's beautiful here.
It is. It's a very nice place. Like I say, you got the grounds that a lot of people, they'll come in and they'll have lunches on the grounds. Some of the folks can go outside, so they'll do that. I just like it here. It's a good place to volunteer.
And so important for the space to be comfortable for the families.
Yes, it's comfortable, accommodating. There, at the end of each hallway here is a family room where a lot of folks spend a lot of time. You see a lot of children here, grandchildren, and a lot of people spend the nights here, so there's room for that.
Thanks, Garrett. We appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
We're here at the Henry Ford Jackson Hospice Home. I'm with Director Carrie Johnson and Chaplain Bart Hall. And exciting day today, Carrie. Eaton was here touring, and they were able to make a donation that made some improvements here to the hospice home.
Absolutely. Post-COVID, we noted a need for renovation of our family waiting rooms and our employee break rooms and locker area. And through the incredible work that the Eaton Corporation has done, seeking out donations from their team, not only were we able to bring these spaces up to speed, but I think we've even passed the mark. And through the work of collaborating with other entities like Ronald McDonald House, we were able to gain ideas for an adult family waiting room focused on adults who maybe need time for respite, of course, when their loved one is in hospice, but also continue their lives. All of the couches and furniture are USB fitted so that work can continue, that people don't have that additional stress of being disconnected from work or family members who are not able to be here in person. And then we were able to create a wonderful space for children. It is not uncommon to have children here at the hospice house visiting loved ones. And it's a joy, actually, to hear them. And so for families and children, we have a space for them to roly-poly all over the floor. Through the guidance of Ronald McDonald House, they gave us ideas. And really the most beautiful part about the children's area is that we often find people sleeping, taking naps, and families just being families again. And that's what we were looking for. Through the incredible work that Eaton has done raising funds for us, our staff also needed a space of respite. So we were able to create a locker room for them and this amazing break room so that they can disconnect a little bit, refill their bucket, as we call it, and re-energize for the great work that they're doing.
Yeah, the work is beautiful. And Bart, one thing we talked about is family gathering areas, privacy, birthday parties, simple things. Talk a little bit about what this new renovation adds and kind of helps you with your job here.
Oh, it does, because we have so many opportunities when families just need a place to get away, where they're in a room and they're with family members and all of the emotion, everything happening in those rooms, just to be able to get away from that, to be able to have a moment just to rest, to relax, maybe just close your eyes and have peace and quiet. They also are like gathering places. Our rooms are set up where we've had family members, 10 to 12 people in rooms. And that gets pretty tight sometimes. And so we've had moments where families are doing Thanksgiving meals, Christmas dinners, all sorts of things where they just have a place where they can call their own for a moment. And it just gives them a little place of home. You know, just like think about being at home. We don't stay in one room all the time. And it's just a great opportunity just for families to have that moment, just to, I don't know if I want to use the word escape, but just to have those other thoughts for a few moments.
Well, it's amazing what you and your team do here, and thank you for having us take a look at it today. Very, very, very cool. Henry Ford at Jackson Hospital at the new hospice house renovations provided by Eaton Corp.
The heat wave continues in the east. It was so hot yesterday.
How was that?
Abraham Lincoln wax statue melted.
Really?
Yes, they had a sculpture of Abraham Lincoln, and he kept a cool head during the Civil War, but the heat wave this week, too much.
Where was this?
Yeah, Washington.
Oh.
The head went first, then one of his legs dripped off his torso, and a foot turned into a blob. The chair sank into the ground.
That's too bad.
So our 16th president, they're going to fix him.
Yeah, we'll follow up on that and see what happens. We have a jam-packed show. We have Ted Christoph, Denise Owens here with us. We're also going to have Dr. Jacob Sinkoff, who will join us right after this quick break.